God damn it. I did it again. I'm good. We're good. Yeah. Always, I was like, we're good. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to Film Junkie Live. Yes. What's going on? As usual, you know me. Let's forget to hit that button. It was funny, too, because I turned off the desktop audio, but didn't turn on the microphone. But what can you do? It's all right. We're here. What's going on? Best film of the year, I'm guessing. Well, is that what you're saying? For Spidey? Is that what we're saying for Spidey? That's what people are saying, right? You got your tickets for tomorrow. I know. That's right, because people outside the U.S. get to see it a day early, which is like, geez. Lucky. We're playing the recent, Spider-Man game and really perfect. I know. I almost pulled the plug. I almost like, just when that game came out, I was staring at a PS4, just going, should I get it? Because I wanted to get it for the game. Didn't pull the trigger. What's going on? How you doing? Mr. Fear Jason, always good to see you. All right, it's Spider-Man No Way Home. Are we going to see Toby and Andrew in theaters? Most likely. In what format are you seeing Spider-Man? I'm seeing it on a big, huge screen. Not quite IMAX, but pretty big. So, what's going on, Mr. Jose? Hey, Tyler. Hey, I'm with you. I mean, I'm not with you on F Spider-Man. I still really want to see the movie, but I'm totally, I'm a little bit more excited for The Matrix. That's for sure. That's right. Hello, darling. Yes, I know. Thank you, Meg. Hi, Meg. How's it going? And then we got Mr. NK, of course, Productions here. Yo, yes, no audio. I know, guys. Go. What's going on, buddy? Just dropping you. What? Yeah, I know. It's what I do. Hello there, Alaksu. How's it going? Snyder, Best Fandom 2021 podcast right here. That's right, Dave. The Film Junkie cut. That's what I like to hear right there. Mr. Bailey, what's going on, sir? What's going on? Keep on making those photoshops that fool people. I like it. What's going on, legend? Captain Gator Girl. Oh, look, it's another day with no sound. I know. It's just my thing now. It's just really my thing. All right, man. Well, thank you for stopping by, Mr. Steppy. Good to see you, of course. Zach tweeted a pic of his... What? What did he do? Uh-oh. Well, I guess I'll check that out when we go to the tweets. Zach tweeted, uh-oh. He tweeted. Okay, he didn't Vero. He tweeted, huh? Interesting. It's like he knew I was going live. He knew. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna tweet, and Dave's gonna talk about it on his show because he talks about his Twitter. What's going on? So what's going on? Is that a knife? That's not a knife. I haven't seen it yet, so I guess we'll see what happens. 7 days, baby. 7 days. It's just kind of awesome because we got Spider-Man, and then we got The Matrix, which, like I said, I am more excited for just because, let's face it, Spidey's just been spoiled all to hell. So, it's just the way it is. We got Miss Selena Kyle here, too. We got Rosemary. There's a Foo Fighters song called Rosemary. Rosemary. That, yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. Favorite band. But yeah, they have a song called Rosemary. What's going on there? Are you excited for it? Yeah, well, apparently it's supposed to, from what I gather, the 5th episode is going to be tying into maybe some Spidey-ness, maybe some crazy, that's why, they plan it perfectly. That's what's kind of cool about this. They did the same thing when it came to the Mandalorian, and they kind of, when Rise of Skywalker came out, they did, when Baby Yoda was like showing what he could do and heal and stuff like that, and that tied into Rise of Skywalker. So apparently they're going to be doing that with this, so it's good. It's good. They're going to be tying it in. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, exactly. I'm about to be canceled. She always likes to witness me getting canceled. That's what it is. Yep, that's right. We do it live. What's going on, Raquel? Good to see you. Then we got Mr. Daring here. So glad it isn't spoiled for me. Good. All right. Just be wary, guys. I told you guys that yesterday. And, moderators, be careful too. But, I don't know. Like, there might be some asshole that just comes in here and says something. I don't know. Who knows? But, you just got to be wary. If you want to turn off the chat too, I won't be offended. I swear. I won't be offended. It's perfectly okay. I know. I'm just wondering. Going to be some kind of daredevil, some kind of something. I don't know. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. We got Joey here too. Yeah. Of course, he's always canceled. Always canceled. So, they aren't in it. Yeah. You got spoiled the credits. Yeah, I know. Got to be careful. And again, fucking Variety. One of the trades, one of the websites that, you're supposed to, that literally, like, studios give information to, and they get, like, these big exclusive interviews. They go to the premieres. They talk to all the actors and the directors and everybody involved. And what do? They just fucking spoil it in their review. Do they realize that they can do 2 different kinds of articles that have reviews for, like, these big movies? You can have a spoiler-free one, and then you can have one with spoilers. That's crazy. Crazy. But apparently, yeah. So make sure you don't read that Variety review because, spoilers all over the place. So I don't get it. Fucking Variety, man. I tell you. It's like, and people called it too. There's a lot of tweets that were talking about calling because they've done it before, of course. So so naturally you just gotta, you gotta watch out, and that spider wang. I think he did, and in true Scott Mendelson form, he always wants to push back against everybody and be like, it was just. I don't know. I remember I caught wind of it. But I remember seeing that he posted a review about it when it was basically saying like it was Spider-Man was this movie is it's depending too much on nostalgia. I guess he said something like that. I don't know. But he's Scott Mendelson. That's right. He's a top-notch critic. Ugh. Anyways, remember when he got called out by Zack Snyder? It was fantastic. What a good day that was. Yeah, he's for Forbes. Yes, he works for Forbes. Which I'm like, what? Really? Geez. Forbes? Really? Fuck Variety. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, so thank you guys for clicking in. Make sure you smash that like, thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Become a member. Hit the join button. We're not going to do a members only stream today because obviously I had the Witcher screening thing, so we're a half hour later again. So we'll do it tomorrow. We'll do the members only stream tomorrow. So, but yeah, if you want to be a part of that, then do that. And then of course you got the Patreon right there. If you want to help out the pirate ship. I might do some tweaking when it comes to the Patreon a little bit. I don't know. Because I'm just trying to figure out to try to do more exclusive content over there. But we'll definitely be doing a Patreon stream if you want to be a part of that. So make sure you subscribe to the Patreon if you want to be a part of that this weekend. We'll definitely be talking about that, talking to the fellow patrons out there. And then, of course, merchandise down below for shirts, stickers, all that stuff. You can't get this shirt. You can get a shirt kind of like it. I'm just saying. You can get one that says Keaton that has this logo, but I made this one specifically for me, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get away with doing a full-on Batman type T-shirt in there. But I love this shirt. So I thought I'd wear it today. I haven't worn it in a while, but of course it's got the feet. It's not a tail, because I found out, obviously, when talking to a certain costume designer who designs bat costumes, he said that's feet. That's feet. But you know me, and I love the 89 Batman logo. So, yes, log off Twitter and all social media. Yes, exactly. That's what I was saying yesterday, man. That's what I was saying yesterday. I'm like, hey, at this point, it's on you. It's on you. Because let's face it, you just got to step away. And some people I notice have stepped away. I've seen some people go, all right, I'm going to take, I'll see you guys after I see Spider-Man. It's like, yeah, there you go. Just disconnect. You should do that anyways. I'm telling you, sometimes you just got to disconnect. That's what I love. Like, this past weekend when I went to my buddy's house and we partied all night, I just did not even look at my phone. I just got to put it down. Got a new debit card, so I have to that's fine, Darren, man. It's no big deal. But, if you ever join it soon, we'll talk with the next one. Dave Tarantino loves feet. Whoops. Yeah, I love the feet. I love bat feet. Apparently, I love bat feet. It's just weird because I always thought it was just like a 3-spike tail, and it's like, no, it's feet. Apparently, it's bat feet. So, interesting. That's right. I'm exposed. If only you guys realized I wasn't wearing pants right now. Anyway, so we're gonna get on with the show now. Now that I made things awkward. Now I'm wearing pants. You know why? It's fucking cold. It is cold right now. Okay. I was just looking at the temperature. I don't know what's going on, but it's 43 degrees and it says it feels like 37. This is Southern California. I didn't sign up for this. Yeah. Crazy storm. And we'll talk about that. Yeah, we had a crazy storm. I thought I was going to lose power at one point. No thunder or lightning, but a lot of rain and a lot of wind. It was pretty intense. I just kept hearing it. But it was kind of awesome too, because I work from home and I just look out the window right there and just seeing like the madness and hearing it. It was pretty crazy. But yeah, it was definitely it's definitely winter here in SoCal, that's for sure. So it's definitely here. Improve it, lower the camera. How dare you, sir? You want me to get kicked off? Just kidding. Anyways, all right. So let's head over to the tweets and see what's going on in the world. Let's go see what Zack Snyder tweeted apparently. So, all right. So let's see, Zack. So you said he tweeted, huh? Oh, wow, he did. Look at that. So, jeez, that's a pretty big, that's not a knife. This is a knife. So, all right, so here we go. So that's what Zack tweeted right now. Promoting some, what is this, CN Knives? Chris, oh, okay, so this is just probably like a fan. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like knives. Follow my work. So this guy apparently does work. Oops, an error occurred. I don't know. You might want to check that link. That Instagram link's not really working there. Chris Novak, huh? That's pretty cool. So that's what he tweeted out right there. And then, of course, these losers right here, Wonder Meg and Amateur, Ohio Dave, already, tweeting already, They just always gotta, when Zack tweets, they always gotta be right there. Right, they gotta be first, right? Jeez, come on. No, that's a pretty cool knife. So, I don't think it, obviously everybody's gonna start like deciphering. What does it mean? What does it mean? Is there something written on it? So it's cryptic. It's something mean. There's a Z right there. What's going on with this? No, but yeah, so, oh, that's you. Is that? Oh no, that's your last name, right? Because it's Chris Novak. Okay, I was like, oh, Matt, I got a Matt Novak right there. Is that your brother? Is that cousin? Something? I don't know. But anyways, all right. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if anybody's gonna go. Are we gonna spend another week trying to decipher something like that? I don't think it's anything that we really have to decipher. But hey, you never know. You never know with Zack. That's for sure. So, what's going on, Stephanie? Good to see you. Right. So, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. David Ayer knows. Because look at this. He says, yeah, we don't do rain well in LA. And apparently this is what happened. Heavy rain leads to 3 cars being swept away by the Los Angeles River at least one driver rescued. At least one driver. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's an LA river. Did you guys know this? It's not a real river. It's just, it's man-made because it's LA, and it's, gross and disgusting. So, but apparently, yeah, some 3 cars got swept away. I'm telling you, I live an hour and like 10, 15 minutes out of LA. So, but yeah, it's still very much hit where I'm at. So, but yeah, A or nose. Yeah, we don't do rain well here. We really don't. Just a little rain. That's all. And yeah, look at this guy. That's right. I'll talk about The Witcher. I'll do my little review at the fourth topic of the show. But yeah, who invited Superman to this? No, but yeah, look at that sexy beast. Look at that profile. But yeah, Henry Cavill did a little Q&A right after The Witcher, and answer some questions. You know what I love about it, though? I love the fact how much he loves this character and how much he knows about the character and how he nerds out about the character. I mean, that's what's so great about when you hear him talk about, this character, he kind of does that about Superman, too, as well. So, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, we'll talk about The Witcher, the first episode, which, of course, premieres this weekend. And speaking of Henry Cavill, I mean, this is pretty funny right here. And speaking of Superman, we got Henry Cavill, of course, on the Graham Norton show. And he's basically talking about wearing the Christopher Reeve Superman suit for the first time. It's pretty funny.
Just Christopher Reeve's suit. Yeah, either of that or a replica of it.
That they just hand? No.
And it's literally like a pair of kids' pajamas, and they hand it to you, and they're like, put this on for the screen test. And you're thinking, I'm going to look really bad at this.
You do not. Look, here, we've got a picture of you in Christopher Reeve's suit. You look great.
It looks like, can I swear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
I mean, it is a little awkward. That was a little bit awkward, so, it didn't look, it looked a little bit off, but hey, guess what? He got his perfectly formed suit, and that thing is sexy as shit. Definitely. So, okay, so I remember like a couple weeks ago, they talked about a new Zorro series. Apparently, this is going to be moving forward, Disney branded. I don't know if I think the other Zorro is not going to be Disney branded, where they were going to modernize him and be like a hacker or some shit. But apparently, a new Zorro series is going to be starring Wilmer Valderrama, and it's over in the works at Disney. And I say, fuck that. I'm not a fan of the guy. I don't know. There's just I liked him as Fez in that 70s show, but let's face it, come on. He's no Antonio Banderas, okay? He's no Antonio Banderas. Too sexy, Antonio, too sexy. Remember those old Saturday Night Live sketches right there? But I don't know if I'm feeling this. I'm not feeling this guy, and just, I don't know. I just never, outside of that 70s show, I just never really liked the guy. But yeah, it's like, how do you beat Antonio Banderas, man? Jeez. So that's coming. So 2 Zorro series? Who knows, man? I don't know. It's all ridiculous. Whatever. Yeah, he seems like a bit of a creep, right? He seems like an asshole. I don't know. It's just something about him that just rubs me the wrong way. And I don't know if I'd want him to rub me the right way. Anyways, right here, folks. This is what we're talking about. This is the whole debate back and forth. And, it's kind of funny because right when Chadwick Boseman passed away, may he rest in peace, and gone too soon, way too soon. Seemed like the guy was let's just face it, he was just one of the good ones that got taken way too soon. But apparently, his brother Derek Boseman told TMZ that he'd want T'Challa to be recast. Okay. So, this is where you kind of go like, all right, so what are we doing here with this series? I think hopefully Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. I know they've had some drama when it comes to Letitia Wright, which all that stuff, and who knows how much of that is true, because everybody just reads the headline and just kind of dogpiles on the whole thing. But, there was always that debate of like, shouldn't they just recast? And yeah, I think I even said this too, and I think some people in the chat have said this. Other people said it's like, yeah, just recast him. I think they'll be okay with it. You know, T'Challa is an actual character that should be, that story should be told and told and told, okay? We got to, like, just keep moving forward. Yes, we had 3 movies with this man. It was like 3, right? No, well, technically 4, because obviously he came back in Endgame. So, you know, it's just, they should have just passed the torch. But, you know, I think when it comes to Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige deciding what they were going to do with the sequel, I mean, they probably they were worried about the backlash. They were worried about the backlash because that's what everybody worries about now. But yeah, his brother tells TMZ, yes, he does think T'Challa needs to live on in the Black Panther franchise. And if that means tapping another actor to portray the king of Wakanda, the role Chadwick made famous and legendary, then so be it. So there you go. So freaking be it. So that's why, I mean, it just should be the case. Just live on. The character needs to live on. No more debate now. When you have full support from the family going like, yes, tell the story, please. Keep on going. Then do it. Don't just do it. So there you go. I mean, there shouldn't be any more debate about this. But of course, you know, just the Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, they're probably too worried about the backlash. Yet they're getting a lot of backlash with the whole Letitia Wright kind of thing. It's like, you know what? There's different actors out there. Give them a chance. Give them a chance. I think I saw Mr. Everett talk about what if like John David Washington ended up, you know, taking over as T'Challa. That would be pretty interesting. He had that choice. And I was like, that wouldn't be a bad choice to take over as T'Challa. So just let it happen, okay? I don't know. I just have a bad feeling that Wakanda Forever might be a little bit of a mess, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yes, let the character live on. Please let the character live on. And then speaking of characters that should be living on, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, we have Keanu Reeves right here on Colbert. Colbert? Yeah, not Colbert. Colbert.
Is there a character you've played before you'd like to play?
That he talks about. And remember when a certain character was in development, even recently?
And keep in mind, when you say this,
yeah.
someone will then ask you to.
Let's hope.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Who's
Uh-oh.
not going to want Keanu Reeves to be in another Keanu Reeves movie?
Because that happens. I would love to play John Constantine again.
Yes. He wants to play John Constantine again, but guess what? Warner Brothers.
Are you saying right now that if you are willing to play John Constantine again on national television with the prospect that Stephen Colbert might have a guest starring role?
No. We don't need that. But hey, look at that. Again, remember, I mean, when the movie came out, I remember, you know, I mean, movie's enjoyable as shit. Yeah, I mean, of course, his version's not totally accurate to the actual character. That's why I like Mr. Ryan, Matt Ryan. He fits the character a little bit more, but, you know, it's Keanu Reeves. It's Keanu Reeves, and when you go back and watch that movie, man, did they do something, you know, very interesting, very dark, very, you know, it's a good movie. It really is a good movie, and it's funny because there was talks about a sequel back after it came out, and then there was talks about, they actually said, like 2 years ago? Something like that? I don't know. Didn't they say that that it was like in development with Keanu Reeves? I guess it was all bullshit. I don't know. So, I mean, I don't, it's like, how do you not capitalize on, you know, the fact that everybody loves Keanu Reeves, especially with like the Keanu-sance that happened when John Wick came about. It's like, how do you not jump on that? I mean, obviously Warner Brothers jumped on the whole Matrix thing. They wanted to bring the Matrix back as much as possible, and we're almost a week away from seeing another Matrix. But at the same time, it's like, you have this version, you have a multiverse. Why not? But hey, you know, when you got people like Toby making decisions and greenlighting shit, you know, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. So it's whatever. I don't know. It's just like, I think they should just, hey, have a series on HBO Max. That'd be pretty cool too if they did something like that. You know, bring Keanu's Constantine back. Come on. Yeah. Anyways. Uh-oh, Fast and Furious 10 has been delayed from April 7th to May 19th. Oh, shit. It got delayed a whole month. Nobody cares. I'm so over that franchise. I really am. I'm just over it. Over that franchise. And speaking of franchise, hey, look at this. It's the image to the Avatar computer game. Or, I don't know, I guess, yeah. It's a new still. Here's a new still, an exclusive still from Entertainment Weekly of Avatar. So apparently they have a daughter. Is that what it is? Or maybe it's not a daughter. I don't know. Is gender even a thing on there? I don't know. I probably just I just got canceled right there. You know, I got canceled on I forgot what the planet's called, but yeah, because I assumed a gender. But apparently there's some kind of dinosaur creature right there. This doesn't look that good. This doesn't look that good. I don't know. It just I mean anytime, it looks very much, it almost looks previs. I guess, I don't know. But, yeah, I guess whenever time they do stills with VFX, they tend to not look so great. So, yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed the first Avatar, but the reason why you enjoy it because it was mainly that experience that you got when it came to the 3D technology. We've talked about that before, how the first one was really much an experience when it came to all that. But, I just don't know, what is James Cameron going to do when it comes to these sequels? If anybody can change cinema again, it's that man, but I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see. But that image does not look that great. It really doesn't. And then Spidey premiere was last night, of course. So we have Tom Holland right here just in tears. And, this is what you love. You love to see stuff like this because obviously he loves playing the character and he's very grateful to play the character. I don't care how you feel about Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's just, this is one of those moments where you go, aww. See? Aww. So grateful. Holding back the tears. It's got to be just pretty crazy when, when you got a bunch of fans just screaming out for you and cheering for you and everything like that. And he, of course, saw, I guess this was after the premiere and stuff. So good on him. Aw, cherish that. Of course, we'll talk about this and that. Yeah. Then check this out. We got this image right here that was posted on the official Bureau right here. Absolutely blown away by the detail and display in each of the 5 Zack Snyder fan tribute treasure chests being auctioned in aid of AFSP, man. That's what we got to keep on doing. I love this. Man, I would love to have one of these, but, people are probably going to be bidding like crazy for it, and power to them. But look at the detail. The fact that he's got the gauntlet, he's got the storyboard, the vest, everything like that. Obviously, it's taken from that image that he posted a while back when he was sketching out the Deathstroke sketch, those panels right there. But freaking awesome, man. Love that. Gotta love good art like that. Like this. Look at this from the Batman right here. This looks pretty cool too. I like this poster. Good job. What is it? Goksoy? Yeah, good job. And then right here, okay, all right, so this was kind of floating around today. And a lot of people are kind of saying, well, we kind of know what this is from, what he's talking about. So let's play this right here. Obviously, this is from before Justice League came out earlier this year.
Any goodies out of the final cut that will be included in the physical film?
I haven't, other than I did complete a version of the end of there's a Joker Batman Easter egg that I wanted to finish that for whatever reason the studio felt like they didn't need. So that's out there.
That's out there.
But it's not. It's nowhere to be seen. It's on my phone.
I love how he caught himself and he's like, no, it's not. It's on my phone. Naturally, I think, everybody's kind of came up to the conclusion that he's talking about the we live in a society line and who screamed more, the boy or the girl kind of thing. It's just kind of weird, though, when you talk about Easter eggs. I guess that's an Easter egg, but to me, it almost seemed like it's something else. I don't know. When an Easter egg, it's like, yeah, I guess it could be that because he does, they're referencing Harley and Dick. So, That sounded really weird, I know. Harley and Dick, yes. No, but, you know, obviously, that's most likely what he's talking about is that because it is when you see that scene, because he obviously posted it, it is unfinished. It has the green screen in the background, but, you know, but it almost seems like, was there something else? I mean, God knows the shit that guy has on his phone. I mean, you got to love the fact that he always talks about it, and he's got shit on his phone. I mean, he's always got stuff on his phone. I mean, I still remember like that, you know, it's pretty much a year ago. I don't know. It's almost been a year for that Deck the Hall stream that we had. And all of a sudden he just brings up like that dance, you know, that whole riff. I think that was actually pretty much like a year ago, man. I think when he did that, and he just like, you know, just on his phone, he had a Junkee XL file that was, you know, one of Batman's little themes right there. So somebody who wants to let's put a team together. Let's put a team together in a very Ocean's 11 type way. And let's get a heist going where we just grab his phone, see what else is on there. I'm sure there's plenty of cool shit on there. There's probably some Rebel Moon stuff on there, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so yeah, he's got the boner. Yeah, probably, right? Raised by Wolves coming back, season 2, February 3rd. Here's a poster right here. Mama is back. That's right. Mother, I should say, not Mama. Mother is returning, so pretty interesting. Yep. So we got all that. Hey, and apparently big news. Omaze is giving you a chance to win tickets to attend the premiere of The Batman with Robert Pattinson. Donations support a Go campaign right there. So be a VIP. You can hang out with the new Batman. That'd be pretty interesting, I'm sure. He's a little bit of a character, right? A little bit of a character. Gotta love it. So got all that. This is hilarious. Whoever made this, this Carl guy, he said, I compiled my best and favorite reloads, no robotic voice, and now widescreen format. Enjoy. So I guess he's probably popular on TikTok. But it's just a bunch of various things that he reloads. It's pretty damn good. So that's a vacuum, a Dyson vacuum, a toaster. It's so intense, so dramatic. A battery for his... Jesus Christ. It's a pencil sharpener. This right here, it's the best one.
Nice cock.
Nice cock. It's just so good. Everything's it's so perfect. I have one of these wallets, by the way. They're great. Yeah. Then even a light. Jeez. Creative as hell. I love that. That made me laugh. That is freaking amazing, right? Freaking amazing. And you know what else is amazing? This trailer right here. This trailer right here for what's it called? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. That's what it's called. From who is it from? Like the two Daniel brothers. Of course, starring Michelle Yeoh, and even like Jamie Lee Curtis is in there. I don't know if you guys saw this trailer, but this is about multiverse stuff, and it looks freaking awesome. Looks intense, looks crazy, and it's from A24. So I mean, come on, quality right there. So I don't know if you guys saw that trailer, but it looks really good. It's already going to be a best contender for maybe 2022. That's what I'm thinking. So, and then, of course, there was a trailer. I didn't post it on my Twitter, but there was a trailer for Nicolas Cage playing Nicolas Cage in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. So, yeah, also another movie that's going to contend to be one of the best movies of 2022. And, yeah, so that trailer was also good. So, we got some pretty insane movies that are coming out. It's going to be very meta, I'm sure. It's Nicolas Cage, man. Yeah. And then we got Batsquez. Apparently they did some kind of little short film thing right here. The fans are ready. You need to see what happens in the Nightmare Batman timeline. So they did this, posted this on TikTok. Just kind of showing some timeline stuff. Got Joker, got everybody right here. Look at that shot. Good shot. That's right. Drones and everything. Like it. See, people just doing cool shit, man. You just gotta love it when people are just doing cool shit like that. Apparently, Robert Pattinson was at the premiere last night. He showed up in his comfortable clothes. So I don't know if you guys saw him. He was there, alongside, of course, we got Dafoe right there. And then Dafoe, this was Dafoe back in 2001, right? Or 2002, that's right. Almost 20 years later, he's back. He's aged pretty good. The man's aged pretty good. I think he's because he's always kind of looked old. No. Well, maybe, a little bit. No, but he's aged pretty well. It's like 20-year difference almost, so. Yeah, like I said, Mr. Spoilers, Mr. Kevin Spoilers, right? He tweeted this out. He says, Variety tomorrow after the Spider-Man No Way Home premiere, and sure enough, that's exactly what they did. Heavy spoilers. Heavy spoilers. We got a detective kit from Spin Master right here. I remember if I was a kid, I'd be all over this. And the fact that I'm now an adult male, I will still get this. An adult man, I still want to get this. Just saying. I had the 89 Batman kind of version of that. So why not? I mean, you guys don't know. You kids out there don't realize that the Sears had the Wish book, okay? And I loved it. I always loved it. The Sears catalog, they had all kinds of stuff, They had toys galore. I remember this whole page, I pretty much had all of this. I don't know if I had this vehicle right here, and I think I didn't have some of these guys right here, but I basically had all of this. But yeah, before the internet, kids, this is the way you would look up stuff. When that Sears catalog came in, that Wish book, whatever it's called, you just look through it. When your mom's not looking, you kind of look at the lingerie section, and then you quickly go to the toy section. You just got to do that real quick. But yeah, I mean, come on, man. Jeez. It was good. And there's Jamie Foxx at the premiere, of course, looking sharp as he always does. And apparently, this guy took a selfie with Benedict Cumberbatch right here, which is pretty freaking funny. Thought that was good. But apparently, Cumberbatch was like running away. I don't know. I don't think he was actually running away from security, but he was running. So he was having fun last night at that premiere for sure. So that's good. And then, of course, there was my little sketch. Did you guys know Zack Snyder was at the premiere last night? Mr. Aaron Bailey, if you're out there still. Good job with this one, but yeah, he just photoshopped him right in here. It took him real quick. Obviously, you could see his watermark right there. No, Zack Snyder was not out there. And yes, there were some people that were pissed because they got fooled by it. I mean, Aaron was having some good times when it came to this right here. He was having good times. And a lot of people took it a little too seriously. It was pretty funny. It was like, come on, let's just have some fun here. But some people just don't like to have fun. But it's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine. So anyways, Zack Snyder's The Blueprint. Absolutely. All right. So let's go dive into these reviews right here for Spidey. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. So obviously, I got to go to the freaking the tomato. I know we hate the tomato, but that's where everything's all accumulated. So I'm just going to go to the tomato. So here we go right here. It's currently at a 98%. What? It's not at 100? Okay. Dogpile, the asshole that gave it a negative review. No. I'm glad somebody gave it a negative review, so good. So it's got 81 reviews already coming out when it comes to the tomato. And the critic census says a bigger, bolder Spider-Man sequel, No Way Home, expands the franchise's scope and stakes without losing sight of its humor and heart. For God's sakes, can't make sure it doesn't lose that humor. So yeah, we got mainly all these good ones right here. Of course, fast, loose, funny romp through Spidey's greatest hits. That's kind of generic. It's so funny because last night when I was looking at the tweets, looking at the reactions and the reviews, if you're still doubting that Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are in it, if you're still doubting that, I don't know what to tell you, because it's like everybody wanted to say like, yes, when people said, oh, it meets expectations, they kept on saying, it's like, you might as well just say like, oh man, Andrew and Toby were the shit. You might as well just said it. It's not even a spoiler at this point. But there's so many, they were trying to tiptoe around that fact, but it's like, come on, we all know that you saw them and it was good. But here's a negative review right here though. There's only 2 rottens. You know me, I like to read the rottens. But it says right here, the latest labored movie in Tom Holland's up to this point winning iteration of the Web Slinger is all about webbing characters through multiverse magic from previous iterations of the franchise to deliver fleeting dopamine hits. Oh! And then, of course, right here, we got Fred Topple, who says, No Way Home should have focused on making new viewers fall in love with the characters so they want to discover their previous movies. So poignant moments show what would have been. So, yeah, there's the only rotten ones right there. So, the only ones that were not so, whatever. But everybody else was saying, there was people saying it was like the greatest MCU movie. Of course, there's those people that are just so wrapped up in all of it that they'll say it's the best movie ever, all that stuff. But yeah, while the action ultimately turns as murky as any Avengers epic, the smug, depersonalized air that often mars those glorified cinematic frat parties is notably absent. It almost sounds a little negative. You always got to wonder, like, when the quote right here sounds a little negative, yet it's positive. It's interesting. It's not only an enthralling thrill ride, not only a celebration of Spidey fandom, not only a rousing adventure, but also an emotionally riveting drama that doesn't pull its punches. I keep hearing about that. I keep hearing that, the MCU is getting a little ballsy. It's getting a little ballsy when it comes to having darker themes and a little more drama added to it, not so much humor that's injected into any stuff. One of my complaints, I even said it over the weekend. I was watching Shang-Chi on Saturday, and one of my, the bus scene in Shang-Chi was like, is excellent. Absolutely excellent. The action's excellent, but what did they have to do? Not only, it wasn't enough to have Awkwafina's character be the comic relief and whatnot, but no, they have to have this dude live streaming and doing, calling out what's happening and blah, blah, blah. They have to add that into it just to add more comedy to it, and I hate that. That's one of my issues with it, with the MCU. It's like, it's never enough. You have to have more funny, which I'm sure there's going to be cringy moments in this movie, but I do like the fact that people are saying like, oh, it's got darker themes and blah, blah, blah. So Spider-Man No Way Home marks a clear line in the sand that this character, a delineation point of where things might go. The implication is that this huge story must be told so that things can go back to being smaller, but can they? Can they go smaller? I know. It's like you get to a big, huge Spidey movie. It's like, how do you make an even smaller Spidey movie? I don't know if they're going to do that. These are the myths of our time, and from God's struggles, we mere mortals learn valuable lessons while also having a great rollicking time, good time, ready, aim, swing. So everybody's pretty much liking it. A festival of fan service and somehow transcends its gimmick and delivers a surprisingly emotional journey. So you hear about that. Emotional journey. Spider-Man No Way Home is a roller coaster of adventure and emotions. It will thrill, surprise, and break your heart. Somebody's dying. Somebody's dying. All right. Shh. Nobody say. It's an exhilarating, delightful, crowd-pleasing spectacle with just the right balance of humor, heart, and thrills. So there you go. Spider-Man No Way Home is the greatest movie. See right here. Spider-Man No Way Home is the greatest Marvel movie ever made. Obviously, this is from Josh Wilding from comicbookmovie.com. Of course, he's going to say that. This motherfucker blocked me like 5 years ago, by the way. Josh Wilding. He was, when he was going hard, of course, on BVS and Snyder and stuff like that. So, it doesn't shock me that he would say it's the best Marvel movie ever made, period. As epic as it is emotional, this is not only a blockbuster, but Spider-Man's wildest, funniest, and most awe-inspiring adventure. It's a Marvel masterpiece. Okay, I can go with a whole Marvel masterpiece, sure, but best MCU ever? Well, I guess I'll find out. I'll find out on Thursday. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Wilding's an asshole. Oh man, yeah, he blocked me a long time ago. He did. That was when I was really into trolling some of those guys. Now I try to hold back, and I'm like, yeah, I can't. I don't know. I haven't been blocked in a while. You know, maybe I should get back into it. Try to get people to block me even more. No, but yeah. So who knows? Best MCU, we'll see. Like I said, Grace said Spider-Man is like SNL meets a theme park ride. That should tell you everything. SNL meets a theme park ride. I don't really like that. I mean, I can understand the theme park ride because who said something about these movies being like theme parks? Huh? We all know who. Yeah, say it. Scorsese. But it's SNL. That's not a good comparison because SNL sucks right now. SNL used to be good, but you watch it now, it's not that good anymore. It's really not that good. Maybe sometimes they knock one out of the park, but most of the time it's shit. So that's not a good comparison, okay? Why are you saying that? Please don't make that comparison. Jesus. I don't know. Has it been pretty good lately? I don't know. I haven't watched it lately. I just know like it hasn't been that good in a while, but you know, every now and again maybe a good sketch would come about, but most of the time it was like, huh? What is that? Yeah. SNL needs a Republican president to be funny. I know, right? Because they don't go after the Democrat guy. I mean, even though there is so much material. Biden and Harris, there's a lot of material there. There's a lot of material there. But, you know, everything's all political now, so they don't really go for it. Not as much, of course, when Trump was there. They went nonstop. But, my God, it's like, come on. We'll see. SNL, yeah. So, I don't know, flavor of the week. I think it's going to be a little bit more than a flavor of the week, you know. When Snyder said that, I mean, he was basically talking about just like Ant-Man's kind of like, you know, when you have like these random characters. But this is Spider-Man we're talking about and everything that's happening. So, I know, they just attack everything equally. But everything is always so political. And like it's like they don't really want to they want to go after their own. They used to, though. They used to, and that's what sucks. But what can you do? Everything's all fucking political now. Polarized and whatever the fuck. It sucks. But anyway, so there you go. There's the reviews. Everything's looking good. Everybody's going crazy about it. Of course, there was a bunch of reactions. I wasn't going to pull up Twitter and bring in reactions because we'll probably see spoilers on there. Mainly everybody really was like, you know, going easy with the spoilers, except for Variety. And I loved how Brandon Davis from comicbook.com basically called him out. He called him out. And, you know, I could see his complaint, you know, because that guy's worked hard to get where he's at. And then you got some, you know, obviously comicbook.com is you know, more of a, I mean, it's a legit site, obviously, but you got Variety. That's a trade. They've been around forever. And then the fact that they just flat out just put spoilers in their just initial review, it's pretty ridiculous. So I saw his tweets about that, and I understand it. I totally understand that. All right, let's talk about the big man, Mr. Ben Affleck, who of course has a new movie coming out called The Tender Bar. Is that what it's called? The Tender Bar? Yeah. Where it's directed by George Clooney, and of course he stars in, well, no, he's not the main star. That one dude is from Ready Player One and X-Men. But he did say some things in this interview right here that some people were talking about and some people weren't too happy about also. And then, of course, there was a little bit of a debate that happened on the timeline when this came out from Playlist right here. Oops. See, why do you do that? See, they make everything's an ad. There's like nothing here, but if you click on it, it's an ad. Is that legal? Okay, well, whatever. So there's Ben right there. Ben Affleck on The Tender Bar, The Last Duel, and saying goodbye to IP content. So right here, Ben Affleck is coming to terms with a new reality. All right. I mean, the biggest takeaway from this interview, mainly for me, is the fact that Ben Affleck has always known where the industry is going. Okay. He talked about streaming and where things were going to be going back in the early 2000s. There's like an old interview that shows up every now and again, a clip from the interview where he kind of talks about where the industry is going. The new reality, and no, and not in regards to his personal life, but his film career. After accumulating a resume filled with massive blockbusters and a Best Picture Oscar, the 49-year-old actor, screenwriter, and director is now in an industry where the viewing dynamics have changed in a post-COVID. Are we post yet? I don't know if we're post yet. Post-COVID marketplace hits such as The Town, The Accountant, and Gone Girl would face an uphill battle at the box office, with older audiences still wary about returning to theaters. It's one reason he's okay that 90% of the people who catch his new movie, George Clooney's The Tender Bar, will watch it on Amazon Prime because, well, they'll actually see it. So he talks about that. Of course, there was 2 months ago, Ridley Scott's Last Duel, which starred and was co-written by Affleck, longtime collaborator Matt Damon, effectively bombed at the box office. But intriguingly, something strange happened. The film became one of the more pirated movies this fall, and buzz about it made a significant comeback both on social media and Hollywood message changed. That's not how Affleck hoped viewers would find Duel, but again, he is coming to terms that the changing times. So this is what he's pretty much saying right here. He says, you may have to adapt to the changing times. I mean, this business has changed, right? You had vaudeville, silent movies, talkies, color, and then there was television. It's continued to evolve and change, said Affleck. Affleck says, I had this with The Way Back. No one was going to see that movie in the theater. That was the last movie I saw before the fucking pandemic came into play. I think I could just feel it. I love the movie. It's a good drama. The audience was like, we want to stream it. We're not going to rush out and see it. People were rushing out to see movies the first weekend. The currency is mostly like young people who just want to get out of the house. And there is a big and growing audience for these interesting adult dramas. But of course, they just don't want to, they don't want to go to the movies. I mean, sometimes they do, but not always. But that audience now has been pretty much put to, especially, with COVID and everything like that, with streamers and the quality, and they want to watch it at home. They don't care. They want to be able to pause it, take a leak, watch the rest tomorrow. They don't want to watch the whole thing. I mean, he's got a point right there. And you could get a good 65-inch flat screen for $180 at Walmart. It's kind of democratized that access because it's not the 11-inch black and white that I had when I was a kid. I actually had one of those too. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if any of you guys had that. I had a black and white TV. My first TV was black and white. It was a big time hand-me-down from my parents right there. So, and then it says also important to Affleck, no longer doing films on IP franchises. That's great for others, and he'll enjoy it from afar, but that's not what makes him happy. As to whether the DGA award winner will direct again, that's not one of the topics that always candled Affleck discussed in our interview yesterday. So that's what mainly people were talking about right there. That's what mainly people were talking about. The fact that he might be walking away from all that. Ben Affleck, it's a good book, blah, blah, blah. Where's it right here? I should have highlighted it. But yeah, that's the biggest thing right there. That was the biggest take when it came to will he direct again? And of course, will he do these big IP movies? Well, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right there, legend. Batman will definitely not be a flop, of course. But yeah, so he's basically just kind of indicating the fact that, well, here it is right here. When he talks about directing right here, he says, there is, after Live by Night, I was away from home, I missed my kids, and touching on the themes of this movie, I just didn't want to be gone at all. I didn't want to miss any more days than I had to. I got divorced. I had shared custody, so half the time I'm trying to press. I'm trying to press in everything, and I can to have the time and be a full-time dad 3.5 days a week. And I was just like, I don't know how to direct a movie without having to kind of be all in. I'm just worried I won't be good. I just worry it won't be good if I'm not the first guy there and the last one to leave the editing room 15 hours a day and prepped for 16 weeks. That's a year of your life. And I love the movies that I directed, but I missed some days I wish I hadn't. And right now, right now, he's kind of talking about how everything's right now. He got 9 more years until my youngest child goes to college. Maybe I'll direct something in that time. If I could do that in LA, if I could do short term, if I can create a schedule that works where maybe I could be home for dinner to see my kids. I was encouraged by the way Ridley Scott shot, because he was able to really to get really good material and a beautiful full movie, and you don't have to be there from 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, everybody talks about how Ridley Scott is just like, go, 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 go. You got one take, you good with it, we're good. Go, go, go to the next one. I think Ridley Scott, that's what's so beautiful about Ridley Scott, is the fact that he's just like a go, go, go. He's not doing 80 takes like some directors do and like fully being there. He wants to get home too. Ridley Scott's like, what, 83 years old, something like that? He knows. He's all, let's move on, let's move on, let's move on. So he was really talking about that. But, so it's a good interview. Hopefully you guys will check it out. But yeah, the biggest takeaway, I guess you could say, from that was the fact that, when it comes to hashtag make that Batfleck movie, remember, not last week, we heard that Daniel RPK was talking about how HBO Max offered him a Batman series and he turned it down. I told you guys that if you go back to me talking about this, I was like, yeah, they very much would want Ben Affleck to come back. But it's up to him. It's not going to be up to them. It's up to him. That's why when everybody was always tagging like HBO Max and Warner Brothers and everything to make the Batfleck movie, I'm like, they want, or series, whatever the hell they wanted to do. I was like, no, I think they want to, but it's up to him if he wants to. We got to remember, guys, he is 49 years old now. He is 49 years old. So obviously he's going to be getting up there. When it comes to the Justice League cast, let's face it, it's going to be probably harder to get him to come back than anybody else. But at the same time, I'm kind of thinking, okay, so he says all that about he doesn't want to do, he doesn't want to do those IPs anymore, those big IPs that have that built-in audience already. So there's already like an expectation, I guess you could say. He wants to do things a little bit differently. But then again, he is coming back for The Flash. And fingers crossed, he might be coming back for Batgirl. Who knows? But at the same time, it kind of makes sense because he's coming back in one scene, maybe 2 scenes. Maybe there's one scene where he's in the Bat costume and then another scene where he's Bruce. To me, it almost seems like he's okay with that. And maybe at one point he was just like fully done after all that happened with BVS and with Justice League. He was just over it. That's why he went on Jimmy Kimmel and said, "I'm not Batman." I think he actually meant it. But, when things were kind of brewing up, when it came to like maybe the Snyder Cut's going to be coming out, maybe or whatever the hell, or like the Snyder Cut was already announced, I think, yes. Because I was hearing stuff like back in like June of last year that he was kind of like going, hey, maybe something's going to happen. And I kept hearing stuff like, yeah, HBO Max wants him to do his. And then I heard that maybe that might be divided up into 2 parts. Wouldn't be an actual series, but it'd be a 2-part kind of event that would happen. But then again, there was things I also heard, like when it came to The Flash, for him to come back as The Flash, it almost sounds like a Jamie Foxx situation too, a little bit, because remember, to get Jamie Foxx to come back to play Electro, he wasn't going to get in all that fucking makeup again. He wasn't going to do all that again. He wasn't going to sit in the makeup chair and do all that. I think when it came to Ben Affleck coming back as Batman, I think they had to adjust the costume a little bit, because let's face it, that's a heavy Bat costume. It's pretty tight, probably rides up, pretty hot in there. And when it came to the Justice League cowl, his neck did not move as well as the BVS cowl. The BVS cowl seemed like it was nice. He could move his neck. He could do anything and just kind of, whatever. But when it came to, he was a little bit more stiff when it came to the Justice League costume. Even though, let's face it, the BVS costume, superior. It is. It's superior. We like it more. And I know, but I think Zach said it was like, oh no, he can move his neck in the cowl. But let's face it, you watch Zack Snyder's Justice League, there's times where he's doing the Batman turn, the shoulder turn. You know, he's doing that stuff, so a little bit. So I think what they actually had to do, for order him to like to put the bat costume back on again for the Flash movie, they had to make it a little bit more easier to move. They, you know, and from what we've seen from the stuntman on the bat bike, the bat cycle, rolling through it, the costume looks like it's a little bit more, you know, loose, I guess you could say, loose. So, you know, so then you got to think about that. You got to think about when it comes to him like coming back and doing his movie. And I even said this when we were talking about the whole RPK thing. It's like, you know, when he gave that script to a trusted friend, the friend said, if you make this, it will kill you. You know, and Ben right now is happy. He's healthy. He's doing things. He's doing a lot of things. You look at his future movies. He's got a whole laundry list of them. And then, of course, we heard about Joe Ming also. Kind of just like, yeah, kind of gave it up. Yeah, it kind of sucks. You know, it hits you. It hits you right in the heart a little bit because you're like, God damn it. We really want to see that Batman script that he had. We really want to see it. I mean, I wouldn't say completely lose hope, but let's face it, it just doesn't seem like it's going to be in the cards. But then again, we'll see what happens after The Flash and then maybe Batgirl. Who knows? Because we'll be talking about J.K. Simmons and what he had to say about the connection that Batgirl has to Justice League and whatnot. So, but yeah. So that's what a lot of people were talking about. Of course, you know, you got to take it all with a grain of salt. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I don't want to like kill the optimism for possibly seeing Ben Affleck's Batman story, but you know, like I said, he ain't getting any younger. And I mean, definitely if that does happen, he ain't going to direct. And I thought that was crazy when they announced that. I think all of us thought it was crazy because it was like, really, you're going to do your thing and then, you know, walk behind and look at the monitor. And yeah, it's not going to be easy. Definitely not going to be easy in that big, heavy bat suit. So, but yeah, so anyways, I mean, we still got another Batman movie coming out, and we got him coming back as Batman in the Flash movie too. So we got all kinds of Batman coming out, but we'll see. Maybe he'll change his mind. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, between what we've been hearing, it just seems like it's kind of just. But at the same time too, when it comes to possibly like say, I mean, I always said that he would come back for ZACK. He would always come back for ZACK, and of course he did when it came to the additional photography for ZACK Snyder's Justice League. So then when you got like these, if there's like a possibility for like sequels, and if Zack's not going to fully be there, I don't know if he'd be game for it, but then you kind of think like, well, maybe they'll do something else different. I don't know. Everything's so up in the air, but at the same time, I'm just going, you know what? Ben's happy. He's healthy. That's what matters. He's going to do what he wants to do, and maybe he'll have a change of heart because, like I said, he was done with Batman, it seemed, and then all of a sudden he's going to be back for The Flash. We'll see. You know, that's all. Turn the story into a graphic novel. Don't say that, Darren. Don't say that. You're gonna get a dog pile. Trust me, you'll get a dog pile. Just don't say it on Twitter. That's all. Yeah, but you gotta realize too, like, you know, when it comes to Justice League sequels, we all know that Batman probably was not gonna be. He probably wasn't going to have much of a presence in the third one because. I don't know. Depending on how everything got adjusted, we know that he was going to end up sacrificing himself. I mean, that's how it was supposed to end, or like Batman was going to sacrifice himself when it came to Zack Snyder's story. So how much would he be involved in the third one? That would be that'd be an interesting, you know, question to ask people involved. And, you know, that would probably be a good selling point too. Is like, hey, you don't have to be in that freaking heavy, tight costume that much, Ben. But I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I mean, if a graphic novel, again, not what we want. Okay, I don't know how many times I had to say that. Not what we want, but if that's all we can get, just to see what the story would have been like, so be it. I'd be down for it. If that's all we're going to get, that's all we're going to get. But I don't know. But it just seemed, all I know is he's happy, he's healthy. Let the man do what the fuck he wants to do, okay? It's up to him. It's up to him. He's got, you know, I will miss seeing that glorious chin, but again, we could see it one more time, you know, just like my chin. His is better though. just by a little bit. Anyways. All right, so J.K. Simmons. He was doing a little talking about, talking about Batgirl right here. He's talking about the connection. J.K. Simmons reveals if Batgirl is set in the same universe as Zack Snyder's Justice League. So, this is on comicbook.com right here, and he talks about it here. So I was surprised, as I was when Marvel came back to ask me about Jameson, that they were coming to me to play Batgirl's father, Commissioner Gordon, again in this new version of the universe. So, new version of the universe, as Simmons shared with Looper per Den of Geek right here. We've already had lots of discussions about the script and how to play everything. He added, I'm excited by the cast and the directors, looking forward to diving back into the DC multiverse. So he said multiverse. Understandably, blah, blah, blah. They talk about all that, whatever complications. On screen with the theatrical, but I said, well, it's a more significant character in the story this time around, which is great. When we were doing Zack Snyder's Justice League, I love the fact that he titled it Zack Snyder's Justice League. That was with the intent that we were laying the groundwork for these characters to be expanded on, and with these superhero multiverses, I guess now they can go different directions. So there you go. So we got J.K. Simmons basically going like, yeah, it's in the same there. I mean, that's what Zack was trying to do, was establish the foundation for all this, and then different storytellers and directors can take it to wherever direction they can. And I know some people don't like it, and they'll say like it's not in the same universe. Well, fine. If you don't think it's in the same universe, that's perfectly fine. Zack always wanted these directors and other storytellers to take these characters to different directions, but hey, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, he talked about that, and then of course talked about coming back as J. Jonah Jameson right here. He says, total shock, truly initially. Then I figured we did the Sam Raimi trilogy. It was brilliant. It was great. It was wonderful. And then they moved on, and I thought, that was great. Bye-bye. And now here I am back. So I love the fact that we're just getting this J.K. Simmons-assance, I guess you could say, even though he never really quite left. J.K. Simmons just pops up everywhere. But I love the fact that he's getting another shot at J. Jonah Jameson and Commissioner Gordon. I mean, that's what I love to hear about all this. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some people can take it all like, oh, geez, after the whole Ben Affleck thing, now this, oh, man, this just, the DCU is dead. No, I'm just looking at it as, hey, J.K. Simmons, we're getting some more J.K. Simmons as some of these iconic characters. I'm all for it. I'm happy about it, so. Yeah, who knows anything, right? Nobody knows anything. Except for the people involved, but I just love hearing that. I just love, because I love J. Jonah Jameson. I love J.K. Simmons. So it's just, I just love the fact that he's coming back and playing like these iconic roles right here. So yeah, world of am I lagging? Well, it looks like it's fine right here for me. It might be your internet connection. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe the rain is causing it. Who knows? When the rain falls down. I just sang that. But yeah, I'm happy for J.K. Simmons for coming back to do these roles. It's pretty good stuff. So, but got to face facts. I hope Ben shows up in Batgirl, and maybe he will. It seems like that could be the case. And he would only require him to do maybe a week of shooting, so he wouldn't have to be away from his family too much. He would have to leave so much. I mean, he would have to basically fly over to Glasgow again, just like he did for The Flash, maybe, and just do a week's worth of work, maybe. And that'll be it. So, it's good. At least we're gonna. The way I'm looking at this, everybody, I know this is not exactly the way that we wanted it, but we could blame fucking Warner Brothers for that big time, obviously, because of what happened. But we're still getting these characters at least in some kind of form. Yeah. Is everybody going to like it? No. But hey, we're still getting these characters, and that's, you got to be at least happy for the actors involved, I guess, That's the way you got to look at it. I'm trying to be, glass is half full, guys. Glass is half full. Okay, let's talk about the, oops, not that one, this one. Let's talk about The Witcher right here. That was my best Geralt impression right there. When he does that. thing that made my throat get a little itchy. But anyway, so yes, I did watch the first episode of season 2 of The Witcher. I enjoyed season 1, and I've told you guys it's not my nerd bag. The whole fantasy, wizardy, medieval, timey kind of stuff. It's not really my bag. That's why I never really, when it comes to Lord of the Rings, I'm like, good movies. I just don't, it's just not fully for me. I like the sci-fi stuff. I like the future-y stuff. I like that. That's why I haven't gotten into Game of Thrones or anything like that. But I did get into this one. I didn't read the books. I kind of played the games before. Maybe mainly watched maybe some people play the games. But I enjoyed the first season. But I must say, when it comes to the first episode of season 2, and no spoilers, don't worry, is, has the production value gone up pretty damn... I mean, I felt like I should have watched this on a big screen. Like, the quality of the production, I'm not saying, like, season 1 was, like, terrible or something like that, but, hey, it's Netflix. They have this new series. They probably didn't dump a shit ton of money. They probably dumped a good amount of money into it, but now that it's been it's popular and they just want to continue on, they really dumped some extra money into this because it was beautiful. Like, the cinematography looked absolutely fantastic. Henry Cavill coming back as as Geralt, and the wig, all the way down to the wig. I was talking about with someone. Even the wig looked better on him. I mean, just like, there's just something about he looked better. Costumes looked better. And there was there's a certain character that shows up in here that is partly practical costume and partly mocap. I was like, wow. I was very impressed by the visual effects in here too. So, what's going on, Josh? How you doing? So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, is my Netflix program doesn't come out in 90 minutes? I don't know. I don't know when exactly it's supposed to premiere, but anyways, I'm just saying, I think if you guys enjoyed the first season, you're gonna get a real kick out of this first episode, and I'm all in. I'm definitely in to see where the story goes. Like I said, I haven't really read the books. I know I've talked to Scott. He's read the books, and I know he had a very positive review because he also got to go to the virtual screening. And no, I mean, I tell you what, I was just really impressed by just the way it looked. The cinematography was really just got me going. Just how beautiful it looked, and and just the special effects and everything. So, and I'm curious where the story goes because it does leave on a cliffhanger. The first episode ends on a cliffhanger, which is like, okay, you got me in there. So, and then of course the return for other characters as well. So, which it comes out this Friday, yes, and I'm sure it's gonna do gangbusters on Netflix right there. So, yeah, if you enjoyed the first season, you're gonna enjoy this first episode, and I think the whole thing is just going to go off and be something pretty damn special when it comes to Netflix right there. So really enjoyed it. And then, of course, listening to Cavill Q&A stuff, he really loves the character. He's read the books. He's played the games. He's just a big nerd when it comes to all this stuff. So at least Netflix, I mean, we got to love that Netflix is, taking these people that we love that were, part of this whole other franchise, and they're saying, hey, come over here. Those guys are assholes. Come over here. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Because that's pretty much what's happening, right? Netflix is just like, yeah, we got you. Oh yeah, you want to play that? Okay. Oh, you want to direct that? Okay, let's talk. Certain other studio, not so much, but hey, whatever. So yeah, The Witcher, season 2, episode 1, excellent. Check it out this weekend, coming out. And, you guys will definitely enjoy it. Okay. So let's go to the Twitters and see what you guys are, any questions that you have. My nose got a little itchy right there. See, it gets cold, and what happens? All right, here we go. All right. Okay, let's see what happens, right? Okay, Mr. Darren, Laugh Now, Cry Later. Not really a question, but just speaking for everyone. If they ever recast T'Challa, please, Marvel, tell Tyrese. We said no. Yes, we don't want Tyrese. No. I don't think he would do a really good job. No. I'm not thinking him at all. No. Chunky Dixter. I'm going to watch No Way Home in less than 9 hours. I should probably go to sleep so I do wake up in time, but I am so excited to see Toby and Andrew back. I'm too scared it might not live up to expectations. How hyped are you, though? I'm pretty hyped, but yeah, I'm not like getting overly hyped. I'm not going too crazy with it because I'm like, it's the movie's luckily been spoiled. I know I'm going to have probably disappointments in certain things, but I'm going in not like, not going, let's go. I'm not going to be screaming that. But I'm going in, obviously opening night. It's going to be great to watch it with a big packed house, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I know I'm going to have a good time, and but I'm not getting like too excited, Brad. So personally, between the Joker image Zach dropped and Clay Staub's last post, I think it's like the first go-around teasing to keep the conversation going. Well, apparently Clay is doing something. He's got something that he's brewing up that he's doing when it comes to DC Snyderverse stuff. Also, I can't be the only one who wanted to hear this in Spider-Man movies since 2002, right? The theme from Spider-Man? Yeah. You're definitely not. Any Spider fan would want to. Ronak. One of the funniest reviews I saw was Grace calling the movie a Saturday Night Live skit. I tell you, why? Why would you compare? Do you ever think Marvel will dare to change their formula? This is getting redundant and boring. They did, though. They have changed it up a little bit. I mean, Shang-Chi was a little bit of a change up, but yeah, it still had some of the formula in there. But Eternals really was like changing it up a little bit. So it's happening, but look at the response that happened with Eternals, and that's yeah. Also, I bet you could cut turkey really good with a knife that Zach posted. Yep. Let's see. So Dave, have you been thinking much about who this red-headed nightmare heroine could be? Not really. This was a conversation that we had 5 years ago. Barbara Gordon, Carrie Kelly, Rose Wilson, someone we haven't considered. Yeah, I think, I don't know, I thought Zach actually talked about that. Did anybody ask Zach? Maybe if I can get him on the Vodka stream again, I could be like, who is this? I mean, I was always thinking it was Barbara. I think Barbara would have been always the good choice for that. I always thought that'd be kind of like the perfect choice. So that's a knife. Jordan, if you had a choice to cast Gwen Stacy or Felicia Hardy in the next Spider-Man trilogy, what actress would you choose? I would pick Anya Taylor-Joy. I mean, that's not a bad choice. I think I'd want her as Gwen Stacy. I mean, yeah. I mean, are they going to... I wonder if they're actually going to do that. I guess it depends on, I mean, I'm not a fan of the whole Zendaya MJ and Peter dynamic. That's one of the things I do not like about the new Spider-Man is like their dynamic just, I don't feel it. I don't feel it like I did the other ones. But Anya Taylor's pretty good. I like that. Marcelo Mendez, Mr. Mendez. In case Batfleck and Cavill don't come back, do you think the current DCU could end up like the Fox X-Men? They'll try to fix it with the Flash, Days of Future Past, create a new timeline that nobody asked for, and with time, it won't be interesting for the audience. I hope not. Well, you got to remember, it's not just time travel. It's also a multiverse. So there's that aspect of it too. So then we got Toby memes. In honor of what's coming out this week. I remember seeing these videos. Again.
Wow, nice catch. 3,000 pounds, 40 miles an hour. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Me first. Quick question of these.
It's good stuff. And of course you got this right here. That's cool. And he licks the screen. That's going to be interesting. Why did Venom lick the screen? It's like you realize that a TV screen does not taste like a human. But okay. He's not that smart, even though he's supposed to be really smart. It's for dramatic effect. Anyways. John Murdoch Wayne. Murdoch's Wayne, I should say. Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. I agree. Maybe I do prefer the Amazing Spider-Man over this film, but objectively, this is the better of the two. Can't wait to see Doc Ock, JK, and Toby again. Yes. Yeah, objectively, I guess. Don't say that's a Ray. he will. He doesn't like that. No, but yeah, I think he is. He might be. He might be right, Eric. He might have a little thing for Spider-Man. Who isn't gay for Spider-Man? I know sometimes I am. Anyways, more for Batfleck. Okay. Anyways, it's time to wrap it up right there. That's a good way to. That's a good line to wrap it up on. Anyways, guys, hit that, smash that like, thumbs up. Members, we'll do the members only stream tomorrow. Like I said, just because it's already late. I'm hungry. I gotta make some dinner. So we'll do the members only stream tomorrow. If you want to be a part of it, hit the join button, become a member of the channel. And thank you for the added support. If you want to join the Patreon stream, that's going to happen this weekend. Join the Patreon. Or if you just want to help out the pirate ship, like I said, every little bit counts, guys. Every little bit helps. And then, of course, we got merchandise down below. If you want to check out the shirts and stickers and whatnot down there, all that stuff, please do so. So, yes, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same Junkie time, same Junkie channel. And definitely love ya. We'll talk to you later.